Hello, and welcome to Fun Stampers Journey, to actually the Fun Stampers Journey studio. I'm Kim Kesti, Creative Director, and I am very excited to be here with you today to bring you the February Bloom Box. The stamp set is called Spread Happiness, and I'm so excited to have it land on your doorstep. Bloom Box is sure to chase away any winter doldrums you may be having. Now here in Arizona, we don't exactly have the winter doldrums, but it's all good. I know other parts of the country it's kind of chilly and kind of cold, but the February Bloom Box is going to bring spring right into your home. So let's take a look at it. This is the box that you get on your doorstep. So fun and exciting. Let's open it. Let's not mess around. So the February Bloom Box comes, as I've shown you before, with a full color brochure. So this is a booklet that has all 4 card projects, plus a few extra little goodies about tips and techniques, beautiful full color photos of all the cards, absolutely everything you need to complete all 4 cards in the box. So that is a booklet that we are very proud of, and we're very happy to include it in the box. And of course, the amazing star of the show, the full-size stamp set. Now this one is called Spread Happiness, and it's got a beautiful watercolory hand-sketched look. The sentiments are absolutely amazing. They're going to be great for any time of year. You're just going to love the cards we create with this set. And then of course it includes all 4 of the card kits. We even throw in a little bonus. We've got some little envelopes tucked in there. That's fun, so you can be sure to send out your finished cards to your loved ones. So let's go ahead and play with some of these kits. I'd say let's dive right in. I've actually got a stamp set that's already out of its packaging, so I don't have to crinkle on there. But as I said, the stamp set comes with full-sized, deeply etched red rubber. Love our red rubber stamps. They come on this little clear view sheet. You guys probably know this if you're a past subscriber. If you're new, you will recognize that this little workable sheet we call is a great thing to save and recycle. You can use it for doing different techniques, even use it as a little, grid paper to use for your different techniques. So go ahead and add your stamp set to your card and you are ready to go. Let's pull open our booklet. I'm just going to walk you through all 4 cards because each of these cards has a really unique coloring technique for the flowers. I'm actually going to do all 4 techniques for you today. I think that's kind of fun. Won't take too long. I promise I won't take up too much of your time, but let's go for it. I'm going to grab the first card kit with the little hexagons in it. That gives me my clue that it's that particular card. I'll just lay out a few of the pieces here. We love these little extra die cuts we put in the kit because they give you a little sampling of what other products we have. These are cut with our hexagon die. So we've pre-cut them for you. That's fun. We want you to be able to play with them and enjoy that. We've also got 2 different sheets of whipped cream cardstock. I'm going to do both flowers for you today. Should we? We should. I think we should. Grab my clear block. So we'll go ahead and grab our trusty black licorice ink pad. I think most of our flowers this time are stamped with black licorice because we had so much fun adding the coloring to all the other pieces. So let's go ahead and stamp these up. I'd like to apply my ink this way versus putting the stamp into the ink pad. I think it gets a little more messy that way. So again, those of you who are fairly new to Fun Stampers Journey, that's just one extra little tip. Now these guys get stamped on this whipped cream panel. They don't have to be centered necessarily because we're going to trim them up in a few minutes. So they don't have to be in any particular spot on your panel. I'm going to stamp both of the flowers, the double and the single. And seriously, you guys, take a look at these flowers. Somehow the stamp just doesn't do it justice in the drawing, but when you stamp those guys up, so cute. Okay, I hope I didn't just screech in your ear. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So let's grab a couple unusual coloring things. One, I guess one is actually more unusual. One is our Cosmic Grape Splash, and the other is our Lemon Drop Liquid Color. The liquid color is fairly new to us at Fun Stampers Journey. We've had it for less than a year, so we're having a lot of fun doing different techniques with that guy. So again, like I mentioned, I'm going to bring that workable sheet that I pulled off my stamp set. You can't see it so well there, but you'll be able to see when I add it. I'm just going to open the cap of my Cosmic Grape, and then I'm just going to dribble a little color on here. So I'm not going to spray it because, oh gosh, knowing me, that would cause a big old mess. So I'm just adding a little bit of color to that clear sheet. I'm going to do the same thing with the lemon drop. And now what we're really looking for here is kind of a fun watercolor look. So I'm going to grab my blending brush, which has water in it, and then I'm going to use it to color both of these two different coloring mediums. So let's try it. I'm going to grab some of the Cosmic Grape first. I'm going to do the double flower with this guy. Now the Cosmic Grape has a tiny bit of sparkle. I'll hold the card up in a little bit, or the panel. It does have a little bit of sparkle in it, which I think just adds that extra cute little depth. And just check it out, guys. Because the stamp has got these double lines, you don't have to be so worried about coloring exactly in the lines or getting it precisely perfect. These are wild flowers, I'm telling you. These guys are awesome. They can go a little bit outside the lines and still be super happy. See, I might even come back with, kind of drop some off of my brush and then come back and just add just a little more fun up there. See? This guy's got a little more out here. So just have fun with it. Just go in and just you don't have to color so solidly. I'll add a little color quickly to this guy. He might be a little lighter, and then I'll come back and add some shadowing. Would that be fun? This is really all about you experimenting, playing with it. If you've never colored with our Color Splash, I think you're gonna love it. So again, our blending brush has just got water in it. Let's see about the shadowing. I'll come back and just add a little bit of shadowing to the edge of the petals. Like how fun, right? And we just watch those flowers come to life. It's so much fun. A little more on the top edge. And I think that's fun. I love it. I'm going to let that dry for just a little bit. Kind of rinse my brush. And I'm going to grab the single flower and come in with my lemon drop. Now the liquid color, if you can see here, it's really intense. So I'm going to go ahead and gently squeeze my water brush out and just add a little more water. So that's just going to thin that color out. And actually, I'm even going to come here and test it. Make sure it's not getting too dark. Let's try if I went directly in the puddle of liquid color. See how intense it would be? So you see the difference? Really dark. It's beautiful, no doubt. But I'm going to go for a little bit of a lighter look. So I'm going for my watered down. Again, you're cutting around this flower, so don't worry about, you know, testing up here. So go ahead and play around with it. So the liquid color is absolutely gorgeous. This goes on so smooth and beautiful. Really does give some intense, amazing color. The liquid color will also react with water. So I'm not going to really do it on this technique, but if you went ahead and added just some spritz, maybe from your mister, or take this brush and add some droplets of water, it would react and kind of leave a mottled water effect. You should try that on an extra stamp, on an extra stamped flower. So fun. So look at the depth I got so quickly, so easily, just by layering up a little more of the liquid color and then leaving parts of it very watered down. Oh my gosh, so fun. Love it. So I'm going to move this workable sheet aside a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the finished project. We did add some color to the leaves with the Limeade Splash. I won't do that right now. You guys have totally got the idea. But I do want to show you the finished project. So check it out. We've got our darling double flower. We've got our single flower. Again, you just trim around. This set does have a matching die. If you were able to order the matching die, that's fantastic. If you didn't, you can absolutely easily fussy cut it out. And check out what really makes the card, I think, have extra depth. And that's our black licorice silk. This is a brand new silk that we have that we just launched. And I just love it. So it kind of echoes some of the dots in the stamp. Do you see how it's got some of the dots already in the design? So when you add that little flick of black licorice, it just really adds that depth and dimension to your card. So much fun. So grab that black licorice silk. If you're not gonna stop yourself. You're gonna wanna put it on every project you do from now on. But it's especially pretty on this Spread Happiness stamp. So love that. Okay, let's go on to technique number 2. This one is really just all about, I'm gonna show the finish card here. It's really all about kind of one of our standard, I'd say standard watercoloring techniques. It's using the watercolor pencils. So it's using our color splash pencils. Now, a lot of you have had the color splash pencils for a long time and you're probably totally experts at it. But I know that a lot of you also just bought them when we had them on sale in December. And so awesome for you that you did that. And I want to give an extra few tips in case you haven't played with them much. So let's check out the watercolor pencils. I'm going to actually bring a clear block in here. This stamp area right here, I've already pre-stamped. So I've already got some going here. And I didn't want to take too much time to stamp everything because you guys are good at that. So what I did is I pre-stamped the panel. And again, it uses the double and the single flower in the Spread Happiness set. So then I kind of just wanted to walk you through how to get a little bit of these effects. There's 2 different ways to use the watercolor pencil. So this particular one I'm going to use is number 33. I turn it so you can see it. And if I wanted to come pretty much directly onto my flower, what I'm going to do is just kind of make sure my pen has got some water going there. And then I'm going to hold the pencil above my flower and really just grab color off the pencil. You can see right away that that pigment inside the pencil starts reacting with the water, and I'm getting color on my brush right away. So as simple as that, just grab color from the brush and just go ahead and come in and start coloring your flower. The watercolor dries fairly quickly, so you want to move, you know, with a good steady pace. You don't have to rush, but you don't want to let it sit there for too long. So do you see how I'm pulling color from the pencil and just adding it right there? Now if that feels awkward to you, maybe if you're not used to using both hands when you do it, you surely can just go ahead and go to your palette and pull color right off of that. And now what you're doing is just making your own puddle of watercolor, see? So now I have probably a little more control when I do it this way. I just go ahead and pull the color, and then I can come in and do, you know, as much or as little as I want on my flowers. I can do a little darker around the edges, lose some color, pull in the center. So again, just have fun with it. If you want it a little more watery, let some more color go out of your brush, come in with a more watercolor look, see? So obviously the more water, the less color. But what I really like to have you do is let one of your flowers dry. This is what I did with this one. So let the first layer dry, and then just go ahead and come back with another layer. So this one's not quite dry, but so say I was going to add a little bit more color here. I could just puddle it around and really get that really deep center. Again, with kind of almost a clean brush, kind of feather it in. So again, love the watercolor pencils, love the color splash pencils. When you are using them, just experiment. Get a scrap piece of paper and just start working with it and doing the different layers of color. Try 3 layers of color. You know, do one swatch and then add the second layer, third layer, and I bet you will have some really amazing results. So you guys are gonna love the watercolor pencil. So that is easy peasy how we colored this set of flowers. Again, adding some of the other greens and a little bit of yellow to the center. And that's how this fun effect got done. Oh, let me show you one more finishing touch on this, which it kind of shows. Oh yeah, there we go. Shows in the camera. Do you see that fun sparkle on top? You better believe it, it's our sparkle silk. So all I did to do that, you can either put it on your same palette, you know, pick it up with a brush. But honestly, guys, what I did was I just took the exact brush that's in the sparkle silk and went ahead and brushed it right on my flowers. So you're not worrying about getting the entire flower. Kind of try to tilt it a little bit. There we go. You just kind of want that brush stroke coming out from the center of your flower. So just use the brush that comes in the silk. Love it. So again, you're just adding that fun, playful little sparkle. Almost like your field of wildflowers is sparkling. Oh, I love that idea. So much fun. Who's ready to like run through a field of wildflowers? I am. Wildflower season in Arizona is like the best. We look forward to it every year. Okay, so I have one more technique to show you. I'm going to show you the third card. Let's take a peek. I'm not going to run through all the technique on this card. I do want to kind of show it off though. These flowers are colored the exact same way I just showed you with this Color Splash pencils. So again, we've colored the yellow, we've added a little bit of glaze and sparkle silk. But I do want to show off this card because it's such a fun technique. We have our window pop die, which we've already die cut for you. Let me go ahead and pull that out so you can see what it looks like when you get it. This is the kit for card number 3. So here's the window pop die. Again, it's already pre-cut for you. You are definitely going to want this window pop die though, I'm telling you. This is going to become a favorite die of yours right here. But to complete the actual panel, all you want to do is take the window flap, kind of give it a little crease. There's already a score line. So go ahead and crease that so it gives you the proper place to make your fold. So all you want to do is take the window flap and fold it backwards just until it meets that score line. So do you see where I'm folding it? Just so it meets the score line. And then just putting a nice little crease in it. You can use your crease tool to get it nice and smooth. And then what you're going to do is fold it back on itself the other way. So this is actually the way it's going to open. Again, your crease tool is going to give you that perfect crease. So there's your actual window pop. So you can see it echoes this card right here, exactly. So what's fun about the window pop is exactly the effect you're going to get when you open the front of the card. This little guy slides up and reveals, oh yeah, the darling little message inside. So sweet friend, grateful for you. I love that. I love that we have the sentiment that really works for the inside and the outside of the card. So super fun, but again, the technique for coloring these is exactly what I just showed you with the Color Splash pencils. So fun. This time we're going to be coloring the card and it's going to have, we're going to use the PanPastel. So fun. I know a lot of you have done amazing techniques with the PanPastel, but I just want to give you a few little tips for actually straight out coloring with it. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to color with the PanPastel. So we grab our last kit out here. I'm just going to grab the one little panel that we color. Of course, it's got all the mats and all that good stuff trimmed for you. This is not going to show up too good on my white, hopefully, white on white here. But I'll grab my Rich Sorbets PanPastel. Love these really rich, fun colors. Let's go ahead and grab that open. And then I've got my soft tool that's got just a little slipper on it. So that'll be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and stamp. I'm going to stamp the double flower. You're going to want to stamp the double and the single. But for my coloring, I'll just stamp the double. Kind of want it over to one side. I'm going to leave room to stamp that single flower here. But one is good to go. So the first way to color with the PanPastel is super simple. You just pick it up with your little soft tool and you just go straight to your stamped image. And look how beautifully that color goes on. This is like ultra pigmented chalk wonderfulness right here. It is so fun to play with. And the best thing about it is if you go ahead and get some yellow where you don't want it, you know, go outside the line too much, which I think looks cute, but if it bothers you, you can just take a artist grade white eraser or any white eraser you have around and just go ahead and erase your mistakes. So fun. That really makes PanPastel foolproof to play with. So again, coloring here. So before I get too far, I'm going to show you the second way to color with PanPastel. We didn't do it on the card in this kit, but I did want to show you how easy and fun it is. So what I'm doing is I'm just picking up some PanPastel. See how it gets a little chalky bits there, and I'm bringing it onto a block. And guess what? It's water soluble, so all I can do is come back with my blending brush. I'll make sure there's not too much purple left on there. Add a little bit of water and just scoop up that pastel. I don't have a whole lot on here. I'll grab a little bit more. If you want, you could get a palette knife or something and gently scrape it. But it's just another idea to pull out color out of that PanPastel. I'll just kind of do it here so you can see. Colored my flower too fast. So you come in here with this guy. See how soft and sweet it is? It's a little bit lighter than this, although I could add more pigment as much as I want. But it really gives you another option to play with your PanPastels. Some of the colors are so bright and rich that it's just awesome. So fun, right? So So 2 options on coloring that guy with the PanPastels. You would do the same exact thing with your kiwi slice, so just grab some of that up, either directly with the soft tool or with your little blending brush. Color in the leaves and you're all set. Do you want to see the finished card too? I do. Here it is. So love it. Love the background where we've stamped it with a pretty pansy. And then we did add a little extra few flicks of the Cosmic Grape, which I think is fun because it ties in that first card that we did with the Cosmic Grape coloring. So that's the silk on top, just a few little extra dots. You could use your black licorice too, but kind of like the Cosmic Grape. I think it's pretty fun. So wow, oh my gosh, thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. This video is a little bit longer than normal, but I really want to share a lot of those techniques with you and make sure you are good to go when you get your box in the mail, when you get your bloom box, you want to just dive in and get going. That is so much fun. So we're going to be continuing to add a few more new techniques every time we launch the bloom box. And if you love February, you're really going to love March too. So super fun. If you want to have information on how to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, just visit us on the website at funstampersjourney.com and you will love getting Bloom Box to your doorstep so you can unbox creativity. Thanks.